Hello, and welcome back to another episode on Farming Simulator 25. It is June, and it is early in the morning, and it looks like the first thing we need to do is move some egg pallets because the trigger point is all filled up. Excellent. Excellent. Sorry, I couldn't help myself. Alright, I have on my notes from the previous June that I need to get ready to harvest a barley field, but I don't think we have any barley planted this time. Let's zoom out the map a little bit. I do not see barley. It looks like both of those fields are wheat. And, oh, we have ready to harvest in field number 1, that's spinach, I believe. And our grass, but our grass is 1 more month, so we'll harvest that in July. Let's actually visit our spinach field and see how it's doing. Yeah, it's 100% ready to go. Awesome. Okay, here we go, spinach harvester. Perfect. We'll get this started on an AI worker. I don't think I have any other field except for this at the moment. The noodle soup, I will check actually as soon as we get this going, but I'm afraid every time I check, it's just going to be like, hi, we pushed it back 1 more month. Down an AI worker, you just go do whatever you're going to do. Let's check noodle soup. Nope, still in July so far. And, well, I mean, technically the price is going up. So in May, no, I take that back. In April, the price at the farmer's kiosk, the small farmer's kiosk, was $4,630. And now it still is climbing, so that is good. And we'll just make a little more profit, I guess, as we wait. But one of the things I noticed is the preserved food for carrots is at its peak at the moment. At the farmer's market, no less. That's nice. Not that there's a massive transition between its peak and its lowest point, but you know, hey, still trying to get the best prices we can get. All right, so that's gonna crank out that. Let's move on to the next part. Oh, actually, let's go back to that. Oh, oops, I turned off the engine. I try to stage everything off camera, so that way I can remember that I need to do something. Otherwise, I'll just forget. There's just way too many things to keep track of, even with notes. Oh, go back. See, I had a note and I almost forgot. I need to flood the rice paddies. This should be the last time they're getting flooded, because in August we harvest. Nice. All right, where are we? You know what? Actually, we'll hop onto this, or maybe not. We'll use the big rig with the huge trailer for the spinach. Okay, here we go. This is what I needed. Position ourselves here, and hopefully we'll be able to grab what we need. So we want, first try, preserved food carrots. Hopefully the trigger doesn't fill up with everything else. Looks like it's going to. Is that it? Let's check the production really quick. No, there should be 1 more pallet in there. Alright, we'll drop it off here. And we'll grab some more noodle soup, I guess, and just stack it over there with the rest. Alright, apparently today I can't drive. Alright, so let's change the material type to noodle soup. I think the other one is the spinach bags. You know, it's almost impossible to kind of figure out what this is going to pull from. Every time I'm like, oh, I just kind of want that back pile, it pulls from the one in front of it. Alright, let's drop that off. And let's see if I can get far enough away from that one so that it doesn't pull from it. That is a pretty significant reach. All right, and we have one pallet of enoki mushrooms that should not be there. At some point, when I'm running eggs down here with the dragon truck, I'll probably just pick it up on the way back to the farm. It's out. That must be the last one there. So we want the carrots, thank you. And we'll grab that last big stack there real quick, and we'll go drop this off at the farmer's market. So I also noticed, because I have the, is it the vegetable processing plant? Is that what it's called? Yeah. That they also make carrot soup. And I still have some carrots left over in the silo. And I was kind of taking a look to see if it would be better to make the soup versus the preserved food. And looks like the best bang for our buck as far as what's gonna, you know, make the most for us. Whoa, almost, I gotta slow down a little bit. It looks like what's going to be the most profitable is going to be this preserved food for the carrots. It uses less carrots per pallet. You know, it's always weird driving in this direction because I never can, you know, I always kind of forget where the entrance to the farmer's market is. I always think it's a lot closer than it is. And it inevitably feels so much farther than it really is. Oh, that's not bad. Almost 180,000. That is nice. All right. What else do we have? Oh, there is one more thing we need to do. So let's drive through these tiny little streets. I need to go to the Carpenter's production and pick up all the furniture that we've been making this past year. This is the very first time we've been able to make and sell furniture. Normally we just sold the planks, so I'm kind of excited about it. It's on the opposite side of where we're at the moment, so I'm gonna go ahead and do this as a time lapse, and I'll see you when we get to the sell point. Welcome back. That should have been a pretty quick time lapse. Here we are at the warehouse, and let's see what we end up getting for all this furniture. Almost $270,000. Not bad. That was pretty nice. You know, while we are here, let's take a quick look at our restaurant and see if it still has canola oil. That's still got 14,000 pounds. I'm sorry, 14,000 liters, 14 pallets of canola oil in there, so that should be pretty good for a while. One of the things that I did is I checked the entire map to see if anybody had planted any canola in any fields. And unfortunately, this time around, the answer is no. No canola for us. So until planting season rolls around, which I think is that July for canola? Not 100% positive. But I think it's either July or August for canola to plant. Well, you know, we'll just check real quick. No point in guessing. Let's see. Canola, July. So next month we'll plant canola so that a year from now we can harvest it. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and leave this truck here because I'm hoping that carrots will be at its most profitable next month. That's the plan anyway. Alright, let's head down to the spinach harvester and see if we can empty it out. Well, I don't even know if it needs to be emptied out. Alright, we need some more TMR for the buffalo. I'll try to keep an eye out on the top right corner and see if I can notice the alert for when the spinach harvester is just about full. But in the meantime, we have other chores to do. Hey, we're almost back up to 3 million TMR. Oh, there we go. The AI worker's got tank is nearly full at 80%. it's gonna take forever, and it's still going around the headlands. So let me do this. I'm gonna wait until it's done driving over the crop. Nope, still damage the crop. So messed up that the AI workers can just, drive over like it's no big deal. I do have to admit, it's kind of nice not having to worry about the traffic from the AI, from the rest of the AI drivers. You can just park, block traffic, it's no big deal. Now the big question is, if I bring it back here, will it continue going like it was supposed to? I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna hope. Alright, we need to also move this guy out of here. See what I mean about forgetting? I totally forgot that we were weeding this field. We got 2 sorghum fields and a cornfield to weed as well, so it's not as though I can just leave this guy to mess around. Well, we got some concrete pallets to move, or to sell I should say, at the temple. I think that's what we're going to do next. We're going to go to the temple and sell off the concrete pallets as well as the wood pallets from our sawmill. I'm going to go ahead and stack everything and bring it to the temple as a time lapse. So I'll see you when we get there. Let's see what we end up getting for all of this. Oh, not bad. 368,000. Wow, we're almost up to 10 million. I'm gonna go ahead and bring this back down to the canning factory, connect it back to the other flatbed trailer, then head back to the farm, and I'll do that as a jump cut. Alright, here we are back at the farm. Looks like the spinach harvester is 80% full again. Let's, instead of tabbing, let me just hop into there. One of the things that I noticed is if I drive up next to the harvester to unload, the harvester stops, unloads, and then won't move again because it's stuck in the unloading process. So I have to stick around and wait for it to finish unloading before I can drive off. Last time I tabbed out, and I don't know how long it was just sitting here doing nothing. But it shouldn't take too long to empty this out. Oh yeah, that's right. This trailer is in unrealistic mode, so I guess we'll be able to do this entire field in one load. I think I put it in unrealistic mode when I was doing all the wood chips. Now that I've moved that big trailer out of the way, I'll load the trailer with wheat for the chickens. Or actually, maybe I should top off the grain mill with everything first, so that way it can continue to make flour. Alright, I'm going to do this as a quick time lapse, just because it's going to take a while to run a couple trailer loads of each thing over there and empty it out. So I'm going to load up our little grain mill here with some, grain, make some more flour, and then feed the chickens. And I'll see you when I'm done.
Wanna clear a bottle of Cabernet. Wanna stay home, not even drink. Wanna get out of my own head. Wanna lay down, overthink. I wanna cry every tear I got. Put on a dress, be a stranger's dream. Lock up this heart of mine, wanna wear it on my sleeve. I kinda wanna hate you, but I wanna love you too. I wanna hold you close and let you go. Find someone new, and I wish it wasn't, but my mind's made up in two. What's killing me the most is knowing two things can be true. Wanna throw away your vanity, wanna wear it to sleep tonight. Wanna wipe our slate clean, wanna pick this thing up right where we left off. Wanna block your number, take one last time, make it another. Wish I was one or the other. I kinda wanna hate you, but I wanna love you too. I wanna hold you close and let you go. Find someone new, and I wish it wasn't, but my mind's made up in two. What's killing me the most is knowing two things can be true. If it's black, it's white. If it's wrong, it's right. Soon as I pick one, I switch sides. I kinda wanna hate you, but I wanna love you too. I wanna hold you close and let you go. Find someone new, and I wish it wasn't, but my mind's made up in two. What's killing me the most is knowing two things can be true. Two things can be true.
Alright, welcome back. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. I decided to go ahead and feed the chickens and drop off that smaller trailer so that we can use this big one in the hopes of finishing it a little bit quicker. I'm not going to go ahead and completely fill up the grain mill with wheat because I believe next episode we're going to be harvesting wheat, so there's no point in pulling it out of the silo when I can just drop it off next time around in the grain mill and then fill up the silo. Looks like we ran out of sorghum, and I don't know if it's just because we don't plant a ton of sorghum all the time, or if I was using the sorghum to feed the chickens at some point maybe. Okay, it looks like that's full. Which one? The cliff is at 5. Oh, the spinnery on the cliff it is. It's a shame it can't get one more row, but this truck is so underpowered that one more row might prevent it from actually being able to drive anywhere. I was tempted to go see if I could find another modded truck like this that kind of has its own flatbed on it and replace this one, but this is, I think, episode 88, so we're getting so close to finishing our at the 100 episode that there's really no point in trying to find some more modded vehicles. The only thing I've really learned my lesson with this is don't take this to the warehouse. I think I brought clothing there one time, and going up that hill to the warehouse was just brutal. So now I bring the big rig. Alright, let's go ahead and put this back. We'll empty that trigger of some of those wool pallet spawns. There is a mod that allows you to set up kind of in the trigger a distribution point so that it will automatically distribute to whatever production will use, in this case the wool, so it'll distribute to the spinneries. We're out of TMR again. I thought about getting it, installing it, and using it, but it really isn't too hard to kind of, especially with the auto loading. If it was having to move pallets with a forklift or telehandler or, front loader, I would probably do it. But with the auto loading, it's pretty easy to just kind of station a truck there and just load up on the pallets as they start to spawn. And I do that mostly so that, unlike productions where they have a storage capacity that, once the trigger is filled, it can fill that storage capacity. The animals don't do that. Once the trigger is filled, they stop spawning, whatever it is they do. For example, the chickens won't produce eggs anymore until you remove some of those pallets and create space. Still making more TMR. We're almost, I was gonna say, we're gonna break 3 million, but man, I've been hauling a lot of this TMR out of here. I still think I went a little overboard on the size of my pastures for the cows in particular, because those are huge. But even the buffalo, I think I made a little bit too big. Kind of makes me wonder if anyone's done the math to figure out exactly how many buffalo or cows you need to sustain one dairy. Because ever since they introduced the ability to make the pastures, or basically make these barns bigger by extending the fence, I think we all kind of went a little crazy with it and was like, oh, let's get the biggest size we can, afford. Which is great because it produces a lot, but it gets hard to, the upkeep. Keeping them fed and everything else. Now I'm curious. Okay, so we have so the cows, the milk is almost already all full again. I'll have to empty that real quick. The slurry is back up to 272,000. The buffalo, the slurry is back to almost 270,000. Man, are we gonna have 1 million liters of slurry again? No, we can't because it's June and the slurry sold, I think, 6 months ago, so that's not bad. Let's fill this up, empty out the barn a little bit. As long as I don't miss the connection point. You know what? Let's see if the dairy can use some more milk. Pretty sure it could. I haven't filled it up in a couple episodes. Well, I think more than a couple episodes. Because last episode we sold the milk to the dairy in the city. Well, it's going to take it all, I think. That's great. Oh, you might have noticed there's no mozzarella pallets here. One of the things that I noticed is in that restaurant, they do mozzarella sticks. So I ran the quick napkin math on it. And I think those are worth way more. Just such a bigger profit than selling the... Actually, whoops. Connect again. Let's fill it up first. But so far, that's kind of been the way Farming Simulator 25 has been. Oh, probably all of them. Where every time you take a step further in a production chain, you make a little more profit. Let's turn this on. And let's empty it out. Wow, 140,000 liters of spinach. We have a little bit more. I'm pretty sure that this spot that they always miss in the corner, yeah, I could see it. It loaded in. I don't know why it misses this spot all the time. And I start in this spot too, so you would think, that they would kind of get it. Actually, I'm not going to run over there. I'll just enter it from the map. Will this put us at 141,000 liters? It did. Let's go ahead and drop some of this spinach off at the restaurant. It won't be able to take all of this. Its intake, even though I've increased it to, I think, 44,000. Obviously, this is way too much for it. But what's left, we can run to the canning factory and put it in there as well. I'll do that as a quick time lapse. So I'll see you when we're done. Welcome back. We are fertilizing the spinach field since it just got harvested. We'll get one more cut from that later on in the year. And I think that's just about everything that needs to be done today. So this is a pretty good spot to end the episode since there's nothing really left to do. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one. Have a great day.